My point wasn't that people aren't willing to pay for representation. My point was that some people can't. They already have to come up with a down payment. They're already struggling with the interest rates, and now they have to come up with the extra money to pay for representation above and beyond their down payment. Some people just can't do that, especially with money being tighter these days and interest rates being high and houses being so expensive. So some people just won't be able to come up with that extra money. And right now you can't put buyer agent compensation on the end of the loan. If the seller's paying for it, you can. But a lot of buyers need closing costs. A lot of buyers, they need the closing costs so they can put their entire down payment down on the house. Well, you can't get more money added to the loan just because you want to pay an agent. So there is going to be a struggle for a lot of people. I had a client who bought a for sale by owner recently, and I said, hey, I don't want to get in the way of you buying this house. You can, here are your options. You can buy it direct, you can not buy the home, or you can pay me outside of it to buy the house. And she's like, well, I definitely want your help. Great. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to pay me. That's up to you. She's like, well, I want to pay you the full amount. I want to pay you 3%. I was super blessed that she looked at it that way. I got her to the end of the transaction, and of course, the for sale by owner had screwed up the termite. Of course, the for sale by owner didn't have half the stuff done they needed to have done for closing, so we had to step in and help. And that was part of the deal that happens with just about every single for sale by owner. They think they know what they're doing. They think their attorney is going to be able to help them, but that attorney, they don't care. I mean, sure, they're going to push the paper, but the attorney didn't read the contract and get the termite ordered. He left that on the client to do that. So there's a lot of things that we do that you don't understand, that you don't think, hey, representation is not needed. We can just do it ourselves. But really, there's so much that it gets done by us. And my whole point was some buyers can't afford to pay the buyer agency representation. And that's when that buyer is going to go directly to the seller and go directly to the listing agent, where they're going to have an unfair advantage and they could potentially be taken advantage of. That was my point of the entire video. It wasn't about, hey, people will pay if they want to pay, if they want representation. I get that. Some people might want it and can't pay.